He's something special. I suggest you have a good listen and a good look, because he could be very tasty indeed. Kirillovs exploded a little bit of a reputation last time he was in the ring, forcing a draw against Bradley Evans 3 weeks ago in Watford, but Barnes has started fast. You saw all his fans there in t-shirts with the Superbad logo on them. He's a crowd pleaser, he's a ticket seller, and he is a banger, Duke.
Yeah, he certainly is. He does carry a certain amount of power, still in the development stages of his career. This will prove quite a testing appointment, I believe. Obviously, we've seen this guy before, Kirillovs. We know what he's all about. Last time out against Bradley Evans, gave him quite a tough fight. So, let's see if Barnes can do a better job.
Well, Kirillovs is strong, he's fit, and young Bradley Evans just couldn't get to him with his jab. He was launching hooks in almost incessantly against Kirillovs. Kirillovs picking him up with uppercuts and some real tasty punches the further the fight went, and referee Richie Davis scoring it a draw. Steve Barnes will be looking to go one better under the watchful eye of the third man in the ring, Howard Foster. Barnes says that his favourites, that's no knockdown, are Nazim Hamed, no shot there, great star of years gone by of the Winkerbank Gym, Johnny Nelson as well, and Floyd Mayweather, Ricky Hatton. Not a bad four to be talking about.
Not bad at all. Barnes, a typical Engel fighter.
Switch hitter.
It's typical. Nothing unusual about that whatsoever. Wide stance.
And gloves held almost contemptuously low as Kirillovs, right on cue, landed with that left hand to the head, and another one. Kirillovs won't be fazed by any showboating antics, you can be sure of that. Yet to get his first professional ring, but we've seen enough of him to know that he's tough.
Yeah, Kirillovs young enough to absorb some heavy shots.
Only 21 years old himself. Barnes comes from a real fighting family, got caught by a right hand though. Barnes' granddad boxed in the army, his 5 uncles were all involved in boxing. His dad runs Manor ABC back home in Sheffield. It's not a cinema, incidentally, that's an amateur boxing club. That cinema on the Manor Estate's a supermarket now. Right, well, let's see if he can produce it. Not an altogether convincing opening round from Steve Barnes. We did suspect that Kirillovs was going to be an awkward opponent. It's dangerously low, Barnes, when he gets inside there. It does really invite the big headshots.
He certainly does. He kind of jumps in. Listen, a lot of boxers from that stable all want to be Nazim Hamed, but Hamed was a 1 in a million.
Really outstanding fighters in the years that I've covered British boxing, and there's a fair few of them now. Nazim Hamed. The thing about Naz, Duke, was that he had terrific balance, timing, and great strength of legs.
Absolutely, you know, the power that he could produce from all these angles, which Barnes is obviously trying to create, was quite phenomenal. However, not particularly a bad role model.
He's in terrific physical shape though, Barnes, you can see that. Carrying an ounce, is he? He looks really strong for a featherweight.
He's looping in the left hand. He'll get a lot of power on it because it's coming from Timbuktu. As I said before, Kirillovs, because he's young, he can absorb a certain amount of power, but there's only so many shots he can take.
John Jackson will be watching this one with a little bit of interest as well. He was for a good fair few years up there in Sheffield in that Winkerbank Gym, so he knows all about them. Kirillovs is physically strong, isn't he?
Very strong, he's physically very strong. I'd like to see Barnes just tighten things up just a little bit. Stop trying to take this guy out with one shot. He's trying to blow him out with a straight left hand. There's no jab, no kidology in his work. He's just running in aimlessly.
He's been in the Ingle gym since he was 7 years old with Steve Barnes. And they reckon as an amateur it was difficult to match him because nobody wanted to go in the ring against him.
It's a better round by Kirillovs. I mean, it's untidy, but it's effective. Well, as Barnes is starting to find out exactly what Bradley Evans found out, you know, this guy's no pushover.
He's physically strong and he's not going to back up, and he's quite prepared to stand up and try his luck with headshots as Barnes tries to unload with shots from unorthodox angles and flashy sort of moves, but Kirillovs not fazed by it and trying to make it his fight as well. Foster having a little bit of a word with